Welcome to The Wall. Today we'll see women over 35 becoming new victims of the wall, women who go to Home Depot in search of a husband, and another who doesn't acknowledge how tough her loneliness is as a strong and independent woman. Before we begin, we want to thank you for being here. Your support means a lot to us. If you like what you see, we invite you to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. We'd also love to hear your experiences in the comments. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more people. Thank you for being part of our project. Let's get started.
As your bougie best friend, I have the responsibility to tell you how you can get a guy to send you an Uber in those beginning stages of dating. First, I have to recognize this is not a big ask. There's a lot of men out there that are actual gentlemen. The key here is to just ask very casually. It's a very normal question. You're gonna say exactly this. Would you like to pick me up or send me a car? If he has an issue with that, you have an issue with him.
Who's that Pokemon?
As always, asking for what they don't give. As your friend, I'll tell you, once you hit 35, you can't be demanding so much. On the contrary, you should be the one inviting for dinner. What's strange is that the advisor doesn't have what she advises others to get. In short, a woman without a boyfriend telling others how to get a man is like a poor person giving advice on getting rich. Women don't understand that the wall came to collect victims. Anyone who didn't change their strategy in time will end up banging against the wall. Don't forget that it's said that by 2030, 45% of women over 30 will be single. Many live searching for their high-value man, wanting princess treatment when they don't earn it, rejecting good men to chase after chads, or simply riding the carousel. In the end, they all end up in the same place, the wall, because the wall doesn't forgive.
Okay, so I just came into Home Depot because I want to see if I can find a new Christmas tree because God knows I need one. And as I was walking in from the parking lot, a guy says, "Hey, love your boots. They're perfect for the weather." And then I realized I'm wearing like sweats and a boots and I'm not looking my best, but I thought I am in Home Depot and maybe there is a man for me in Home Depot. I have not been to Home Depot in a while, so maybe I'll find a man in Home Depot.
I made this video 2 months ago and it's blowing up again. Heading to Home Depot, making a joke, looking for a man. I've got lots of requests from you guys to go to other places. I'm working on it. The search is going to continue. But there's something I realized with it blowing up that I'm loving even more. All of these amazing ladies, guys, look at all these amazing ladies, have all headed to Home Depot on the search for a man using my voice. Guys, these videos are amazing. I hope you had more luck than I did. Maybe we got to go back a couple times. I'm hearing lows. The search is on. I've got a lot of requests of where to look for them. So guys, keep these videos coming. I love it and good luck out there.
Brothers, we can't even go to the store in peace anymore. It's like women are selling the idea that they're the happiest single, but now everywhere you look, where men used to be, there are just heaps of women. This kind of contradicts the idea that single women are the happiest. Look at this woman. She gets a little compliment on her boots, probably even made it up herself, and now she's acting like she'll find love at Home Depot. You can see it. Even the workers look at her with pity because she's so desperate for male attention. There are hundreds of videos of women looking for men at Home Depot. Women with engineers for husbands need to be careful because there are so many women asking for help, looking at them like a cat in heat, wanting those men to approach them. All that's missing is a sign saying, "Pick me." The wall doesn't forgive.
Oh, sorry. They say at Home Depot you find husband.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
You never know.
I just wait right here.
From?
I'm from New York.
Oh, okay.
New York, New York. Oh, I found husband. Woo.
Looking for a husband. Part 3. Home Depot edition. The men are filtering in. Let's go find him. It smells like testosterone in here. Which way to the single man, please? Incoming. Are you single? Make intense eye contact so they know you're single. Never mind. That was uncomfortable. Pretty colors. My competition. The orange aprons are kind of cute though. Cute, a Home Depot love story. So strong. OMG, did you see that? Where'd it?
No, but this is unbelievable. They've lost all shame. Did you see how she told the worker she found a husband? What made me laugh even more was when she said, "Oh, my competition." Yes, because she's competing for a man. If there's a brother who works at Home Depot, watch this video and leave in the comments how they deal with these women if they laugh at them. Because I can just imagine them calling each other over the radio. Aisle 6, woman on the prowl for a husband. The wall is out there collecting. I'm telling you. You always hear that men are the hunters, but right now, it's the women who are hunting. You just have to notice that all the places where there used to be lots of men are now overrun by women, gyms, sports bars. Even some cafes that used to be men's hangouts are filled with women. Right now, women are hunting men. Did you see how uncomfortable those men were when that woman was staring at them? I'm telling you, it might get to the point where contractor women will go to Home Depot with their husbands because it'll be filled with women trying to steal their man. You know how territorial a woman can be.
Here's the update on the looking for love while shopping for a Christmas tree at Home Depot. So the other day, I went to Home Depot in search of a Christmas tree, and I had the epiphany of, hey, there might be a man that I could find to love there. So I headed to the Christmas tree area, and I needed a 9-foot Christmas tree. That was definitely on the top of the list. There were 2 9-foot Christmas trees and one that was in a box that wasn't on display. I spent tons of time researching and looking and deciding and calling a friend and calling my daughter to decide which tree to get. And anyway, I digress. I am just looking. I finally figured out this is the tree. This is the tree. And I hear this man say, "Oh my gosh." And I turn around. He goes, "Your hair is beautiful." Like, oh my gosh. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm just standing there in my Ugg boots and my sweat outfit and my pink scarf that I've had for 10 years. And he's just like, "Oh my gosh, your hair is so gorgeous." Now, here's the thing. Right next to him was his wife or partner. I'm thinking it's his wife. She has a cart and has a kid in the cart. And I, of course, say, "Thank you so much." He goes, like, "Really?" He just was like, kept going. Like, "Really, it is so beautiful. Your hair is just so beautiful," over and over, like, and she just kind of smiles at me. She just kind of goes, smiles like that. And then she, is kind of pushing the cart away. And then I just said, and he said it again, I really, your hair is just so fabulous. And I said, "Well, I ditched the dye, and, 3 years ago, it's the best thing I've ever done. Biggest, the best thing." And he goes, "Well, fabulous." And then he goes on. I turn around, and that made me happy, right? Although it's odd that the wife didn't say anything. But as they were going by and I turned around, she's like, "Don't you for a moment think I will ever do that. I don't like it." And yeah. What do you think? I was like, wow. I understand that there's a lot of things like, people like blonde hair or brunette or, they like whatever they like. But, maybe it was that he was being so complimentary. I mean, he didn't say anything else about me. It was just the hair. But I just found that like, Anyway, long story short is I did not find love in Home Depot. But I did get some hair love. And yeah, so here's the
I don't know,
update
Rick.
on the
It seems
looking
fake.
for love while
The
shopping
only
for a
thing I
Christmas
believe
tree
from your
at Home
story
Depot.
is that you went
So
to
the
Home
other day,
Depot in search of a
I
husband.
went to Home Depot
But at
in
first,
search
they
of a
complimented your
Christmas
boots.
tree, and
Now it's your
I
hair.
had the epiphany
And
of,
even
hey,
better,
there might be a man that I
was
could
with
find
his
to love
wife.
there.
And he was blatantly
So,
saying that in front of her,
headed
over
to
and
the
over
Christmas
again,
tree
and she just smiled
area,
at you.
and I
If
needed a
anyone
9-foot
believed this
Christmas
story,
tree. That
let me
was
know in the
definitely
comments because I don't.
on the
Because
top
I
of the
don't
list.
believe it.
There were 2
A man in
9-foot
front of his
Christmas trees
wife
and
doesn't
one
act
that was
like
in a
that.
box that wasn't
Secondly,
on display.
even if
I
the woman
spent
doesn't love her husband,
tons of time
she's
researching
territorial by
and
nature,
looking and deciding
especially
and
women in
calling
this
a friend
country
and
who
calling
tend
my
to have
daughter
high
to
masculine
decide
energy.
which tree to get.
They tend to be somewhat
Anyway, I
aggressive
digress.
towards
I
anything
am
they
just
don't
looking.
like.
I finally
So
figured
I
out
believe
this
it
is the
even
tree.
less.
This is
Next,
the tree. And
what
I
man
hear
would be
this
so
man say,
excited
"Oh
by
my
a
gosh."
50-year-old
And I turn
woman
around and
who's
he
hit
goes,
the wall? I
"Your
think he's
hair
delusional.
is
What's happening is he wants to
beautiful."
sell a story
Oh
of
my
something
gosh.
happening at
And
Home Depot to
I'm
his
not
followers.
exaggerating.
But the
I'm just
reality
standing
is he
there in my
passed through the
Ugg
aisles
boots and my
without much
sweat
fuss, got into his
outfit and
car
my
with his
pink
tree.
scarf
That's it.
that I've had for 10
We
years.
all know the wall doesn't
And,
forgive.
He's just like, "Oh my God."
I know that I am not the only one that feels sad after family gatherings, but I feel like I'm irrationally sad sometimes after extended family get-togethers. I also didn't realize till this morning how wrinkly my shirt is, but whatever. Do people iron anymore? I remember ironing. Okay. So my brother was in town from Atlanta, and we had a wonderful time together. I love his 2 little boys and his wife, and everything. We had family pictures. We had evenings where we got together this last week, and it was a wonderful time. But it always leaves me immensely sad, and part of that is because I watch these people that I love deeply become units and leave in units, and I am one. I am still me, and I have never been a unit. And I think I'm sad after family events for the same reason sometimes that I'm sad on weekends. The alone time, the spotlight on what other people consider family time, and I don't have a family or I don't have a person with me, makes me just more aware of my singleness than if I'm just going to work, everyday life, people are busy, or if I see my family on one-offs. And I guess I just wonder if other people feel that way, if you've been single for a long time, if there's this deep well of sadness that sometimes never gets filled. And I think what I've been discovering lately as well is that given my trauma from the past and what I'm looking at now, it's like I don't know who I am outside of being what other people need me to be. My family, my work, I've chosen a profession that's very much... little coughing attack. Sorry about that. Yikes. I've chosen a profession that's very much like help focused. And I realized that part of the reason as an eldest daughter in a Latina family, in a Mormon family, I have fulfilled a role that I love, that I have liked doing, of like taking care of the people in my life and the people that I love. But I sometimes wonder if I wouldn't have had trauma and if I would have been allowed internally to just figure out who I am without this desperate need to help others or to be there for my family, who I would be. Because I think sometimes this focus on helping is maybe more of a distraction for having to be alone with my thoughts. Anyway, just some thoughts this morning. And I'm coming off of just feeling sad. And I think it's okay to feel sad. I think I also realized that there's a lot of strength in being somebody who's been single their entire life. Like, I am a very independent individual. I am very strong. I can do things alone when a lot of other people can't. And I think that it's a blessing in some way, if that makes sense. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there.
Who's that Pokemon?
This is true. It's a woman who has gone through life without much notice or glory, 40 years old, and never had a boyfriend. That woman should get herself checked because she really has poor sales skills. It's hard to believe that a woman in her entire life hasn't managed to attract a single man. I would recommend her 3 things since her situation is critical. First, she should go to church to see if she can trick some brother into getting involved with her, or try to get involved with an older man. Another option would be to pay for medical treatment to get pregnant, at least so she doesn't die alone without children. Or she could go to a third world country, get married to someone there, even offering to bring them to the United States, because honestly, her situation is pathetic. If she travels outside the US, any man willing to come here with her will give her a child. Many of these women, when they're young, get unrealistic ideas about what their ideal man should be like. They let good men pass them by. Some think they deserve more than their looks can get them, and many buy into the feminist message, which seems to have happened to her. Did you hear how she said strong and independent? Then they come up with the fallacy that single women are happy. The wall is out there collecting victims because the wall doesn't forgive. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. What do you think about women looking for men at Home Depot? What do you think this woman who has never had a relationship should do? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from The Wall.